sports, get ready for some NBA action. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the spotlight tonight, Clark, will be on the pivot man.
Here we go. Yeah, I agree. I mean, those guys will be front and center, manning the marquee. Both teams run offense through the center position. Some of it is partly scheme, but I think it's also making sure your best players get the most touches.
Goes up again. Here's Livingston. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Excellent positioning from Livingston, inflicting major damage on the offensive boards.
Offline with his three. Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Tripucka. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
You know, if the defense is going to give him the mid-range jump shot, he's going to take it all game long. Doing a nice job keeping things simple.
Well, the defense must guard him better than that, especially when he's operating around the mid-range area.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The pass to Tripucka. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. And Beer. No good there.
Really good position defensively and a really good shot contest, too.
Couldn't have played it any better.
Wasted no time on that one.
Opportunistic play by Moncrief, taking whatever the defense will give him.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shot from the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Baseline jumper. Moncrief's shot is off.
And the D got super lucky he didn't drain that one.
Passes it to Tripucka from past the arc. Another shot. Lambier, good.
Following up on the play, Lambier giving his all to make sure they convert.
Moncrief, the pass to Johnson. Going inside.
Oh,
incredible.
My goodness.
You gotta stop that man or he'll finish on you all night long.
Oh. Here's Lambier up and in on the layup. Lambier's got his second bucket tonight.
Relentless in his approach. Lambier comes at you every minute he's on the floor.
Thomas against Pressey. From deep. Here's Lanier. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Fighting to keep the play going, grabbing the board and sending it right back.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Really like how steady Lanier looks out there. I mean, he's very patient, and he's graceful, strong, not rushing his game or trying to force anything.
From about 19 feet, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
To the right side. Lets it go from 14. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in.
And Moncrief shoots a really high percentage because he takes good shots. Very selective with the shots he takes.
The three from Thomas. He can't get that one. Bucks trail by 3. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Oh, I tell you what, the fight and determination of Isaiah Thomas is contagious, infectious. He's excellent at staying with the play and then finishing through the foul. For a little guy, he plays a lot bigger.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Livingston. Pistons leading by 6. Thomas up top. Lets it go from deep. Here's Lambier. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Lambier's got 6.
You better hammer Lambier if you want to stop him.
Now here is Moncrief. 11-point game his last outing. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Johnson, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. And the Bucks making a change here. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. They get it back, tries again, and the layup is good.
Going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding, and high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Detroit leading by 10. They get a hand on it, and it's stolen by Moncrief. Here's Bridgman. No good, unable to end this run.
Aggressive move. That's an easy 2 points most of the time.
A shot by Tripucka, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Bridgman the pass to Pressey. Shoots over Johnson. And Pressey gets it to go.
Nice work from the mid-range. Pressey demonstrating how effective he is from there.
Here's Wong. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Bridgman. And he slams it one-handed.
Trying to grab hold of that momentum right here.
Well, that play right there, that'll fire up your teammates.
Hey, they're still competing.
Here's Tripucka following the bucket by the Bucks. Good on the three-point shot.
Hey, no question about it. Tripucka is a threat from range. You can't let him find his shot out there.
Here's Moncrief. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
That kind of defense isn't going to get it done, especially when it comes to a scorer of his caliber.
Out to the wing. The Pistons working the ball around now. A shot by Tripucka, no good. Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
What a flush by Tripucka. He doesn't mess around close to the rim.
Bucks trail by 9. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Moncrief. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for the Pistons, they're shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. Tripucka off target with his 3. Here's Bridgman. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They've placed an emphasis on beating up that offensive glass, and it's paying off with all of these second chance buckets.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponents in transition tonight. Right away, they're finding points off the fast break.
Now for the teams, Clark, in position for the playoffs. Do you think they're looking at the bracket, scoreboard watching, hoping for a certain matchup?
Well, you know, there's always going to be teams that you match up well against, Kevin, and vice versa, but you don't get to choose who you play. The most important thing is to be healthy and to be playing good basketball. That way, you're ready for anybody.
The Pistons making a change here. Tolbert's checked in. Here's Archibald. Here's Johnson. Tolbert pulls it in.
Solid defensive effort, putting in the work to protect the hoop and disrupt his shot.
Here's Benson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Benson's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's simple. You got to get a body into your man. Box out if you want to rebound the ball.
Defensive rebounding is about effort, trying, being willing to put a body on someone. You know the coach loves to see that extra effort for the second chance opportunity. Well done.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Mokeski. Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Johnson. 18 feet out. Yep, that one goes. Johnson's got 6 points.
So skilled at running an offense, Archibald is especially superb at hitting his open teammates.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Pistons. They've led by as much as 10. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
You know, on occasion you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum in some games. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they pulled it out. A win's a win, and that's all that matters.
Dunleavy's shot is off. Pistons lead by 7. Right side, Thomas for the 3. A second chance effort. A nice shot by Tyler.
Let's credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Johnson. He takes it in, hangs in midair, and converts on the double clutch layup.
Energetic drive by Johnson, really pouring on the gas to get through the defense.
There's Thomas with the 3. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Love the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball, inside and outside action.
Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the Bulls. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Archibald.
And he needs to simplify things on offense. He's settling for too many outside shots and it's hurting his team.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Johnson.
And we all know how explosive a scorer Johnson can be. And it's because of how much confidence he has in himself.
Both teams deciding to change it up. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And what a crazy swing that whole play was. The steal and then the slam.
Clarkie read that perfectly and makes a huge play.
Big time.
And you could feel the whole game shift with that sequence. What a game changer.
Milwaukee with the ball. Isaiah Thomas missing on the 3. Pressey's shot is off. Pistons leading by 5. Pass to Laimbeer. Shoots over Johnson. Laimbeer, good. Laimbeer's got 8.
And Laimbeer, clearly a high IQ offensive player. He realizes when that mid-range jumper is the best shot for him to take.
Here's Bridgman. No good on the 3. Pistons shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. They get the rebound. Tries again. Laimbeer's shot is off. Bucks trail by 7. Lanier, the pass to Bridgman. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Love the confidence for Pressey. Feeling like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Detroit making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Moncrief, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pistons shooting 40% from the field. And there's the pass to Tripucka. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Milwaukee has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Moncrief's shot is off. Pistons leading by 4. There's 1:38 left to play here in the half. The high post shot. Bridgman can't hit.
He thought that one was going down as soon as it left his hands.
Well, with good reason. That was a great look. Just bad luck it didn't go down.
Here's Tripucka. Here's Laimbeer. Here's Livingston. And another shot. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Bucks trail by 4. Passes it to Bridgman. Over Johnson. That one off the back iron and out. Detroit with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Long. Hands it from downtown. Long's got 5. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. All sorts of time, and Moncrief gets it to go.
What a phenomenal scorer Moncrief can be, especially potent pulling up off the dribble.
Pass to Tripucka. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks.
You know, you got a feel for him. He just cannot seem to buy a bucket here.
Yeah, but he has to stop shooting. He's really hurting his team.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Nothing going for him right now. Their offense is in big trouble.
Well, they seem to be in a rush to get out of this rough spot, and that's adding to their frustration.
Thomas checked in for the Pistons. The Bucks also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. Pistons leading by 5. There's Thomas with the 3. Offensive rebound. Johnson's shot is off.
You know, his scoring has just been AWOL this quarter.
I'm not sure what the issue is, but his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
Hey, this is a rinse and repeat just like last game. He's had his fingerprints all over this one, looking totally dominant.
He realizes his strengths on offense and does a fantastic job playing to them and finding ways to stay hot.
He goes, and he gets it to fall! And Clark right before the horn.
How about the footwork to get himself gathered to knock it down at the buzzer?
Woo!
And that's devastating for the defense. They can't let that shot get to them, though.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pistons lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 1-point game. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. It was confirmed that the ankle did turn and it has significant swelling. He can put very little weight on it right now. And of course that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for that. I know we're all wishing him a speedy recovery, Clark.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I know he's in good hands, that's for sure. And recovery times have improved over the years.
Here's Long. And the 3 off target.
Missed shot against poor defense. Ugly sequence on both sides of the ball.
Here's Johnson. Thomas grabs the board. Pistons leading by 3. Looking to end his cold spell, and they're able to recover.
Nice anticipation on defense from Lanier, making his presence felt with that swat. Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the lead, Clark, continuing to grow. This is year 4 for the expansion Dallas Mavericks. Which city do you think will be next to add an NBA franchise?
You know, Kevin, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think Minnesota almost got a team the same time as Dallas did. Perhaps they'll be next in line. With the way the game is growing in popularity, I wouldn't be surprised to see a few expansion teams in the near future.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, drills the 3-pointer. Thomas got 11 points.
And typically, Thomas doesn't take the 3. But when he sinks one, it helps open up the offense.
Bucks trail by 4. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the shot goes in.
Fantastic look. Excellent start to this second half.
Easy hoops out of halftime. That really can get your team rolling.
They get it again. Livingston, the layup off target. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Thomas. Here's Livingston. Here's Lambier. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Bridgman. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. 8 points for him.
Nimble play by Bridgman against the contact, and the defense fails to hold him back completely.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Long. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Johnson surveying the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Right now, Johnson is challenging the defense and doing it successfully. They need a new game plan for him.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's Thomas with the 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. Livingston's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
And Pressey gets it to go.
Couldn't help but see his man there. Bridgman with the dump off.
Pistons shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Beyond the arc. The shot by Long, no good. Bucks leading by 3. And it's time for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer, and honestly, it looks pretty serious right now. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
And Clark, all we can do now is wish him a speedy recovery.
Well, Kevin, it looks to be a pretty serious injury, but I certainly hope it's not a devastating one.
Me too.
And what a gut punch to this team. They look to him for so much, and in a flash, he's gone.
And Milwaukee has possession after the basket by Detroit.
And for a guy at his position, Pressey moves the rock well. Outstanding at finding open teammates.
Pressey against Thomas. The 3. Second chance shot. Pistons keep it alive.
Big rebound there, and a smart play to kick it right back out. They want to use as much clock as possible.
Such speed there. Love watching Thomas drive hard to the rim like this.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Benson, he's checked in for Lambier. Tyler comes in for Livingston. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. Brewer is checked in for Milwaukee. Lister comes in for Johnson. Pistons trailed by 3, and it's stolen by Moncrief. And now in transition is Brewer. Here we go. He dishes it to Moncrief. Now the pass to Bridgman. Pressey kicks to Moncrief. Takes it inside. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
That's just a really smart, high IQ play, making the taller defender run around on the perimeter so you can get what you want.
Yeah, it's smart to use your speed to your advantage in these situations, which is exactly what he did.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hollins is checked in. And Detroit has possession. Dishes it to Johnson. Here's Trapuka. For the tie. Out of hand on it. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Cowens passes to Moncrief. Lets it go from the wing. Trapuka grabs the board. The Pistons trailing. Fires from the wing. Nice jump shot. Good. Trapuka's got 9 points.
Look at the touch on Tripucka's jumper. He puts just enough power behind it.
Goes up the baseline. Bridgman can't hit. Pistons shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tripucka. Drills the elbow jumper. He's got 11. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Passes to Bridgman to stop the run. And the three ball is good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Junior Bridgman stretching the floor right there from way back.
Johnson inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
You cannot afford mistakes like that, especially in a tight game.
Mike Dunleavy.
Here's Archibald. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. The Bucks on top, leading by just 1. And we're coming right back after. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The three from Johnson. Here's Benson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. Here's Cowens, and good, he nails it. Cowens has got his first points in this one.
Excellent vision on display, dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Brewer is checked in for the Bucks. Johnson outside. Baseline try. And that one is off. Pistons trail by 3. Johnson from outside. Here's Benson. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And in a hard contest like this, you expect your guys to give you everything they've got.
You're right, Clark. You know, I love watching him hustle there. His teammates appreciating the effort. And I'm looking at you, and you appreciate that effort.
Shaking my head, yes.
Especially at this point of the game. Let's see if this serves as a jolt of energy for them moving ahead.
Dunleavy for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Johnson, that's for 2. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
Thomas's IQ is platinum level. He's outstanding at orchestrating and facilitating the offense.
Archibald passes to Johnson. Mission incomplete. His 5th miss in 14 tries. Pistons leading by 3. And they've been producing at a very high level.
No question, they're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The Pistons making a change here. Bung's checked in. Timeout called the Bucks. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Don Nelson was discussing with his players. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Marcus Johnson not afraid to express some physicality there. Able to draw the foul as a result.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Detroit?
The way they've been chasing after their shots in this game is really admirable. Getting them lots of second chance looks at the basket.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And he knocks down the first one. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. A 3-ball. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Thomas. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You cannot expect Thomas to miss a guy that open. I mean, he's got such a great eye for spotting shooters ready to shoot.
Here's the 3. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Dunleavy.
This is exactly the type of competitor that he is. He's not backing down. He's not shying away. Coming right back at him with the 3 of his own.
They're going at it right now. This is the level of competition the fans love to see.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Johnson can't hit. Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Dunleavy. That one, no good. Great D that time from Johnson. Long kicks to Johnson. Launches a 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for the Bucks, Johnson. Marcus Johnson.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so Thomas will bring it up for Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Moncrief. Here's Johnson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Johnson's got 23 points.
This guy's a baller. Marcus Johnson knocking down another big-time shot. No surprise to me.
Oh, they get it back. And the basket by Livingston.
Really good focus from Livingston there. Not letting the pressure of the moment throw him off.
To tie it up. And no good. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Trapuka. Off target from outside. And the Bucks, they're shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Cressy, rebounded by Lambier. The Pistons have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And Long gets it to go. Now it's a 6-point Piston lead.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's Lanier, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Big-time points from Bob Lanier in the clutch. He wants to rock in those spots. You can see his competitive nature there.
Lets it go from 14. And Detroit again with the bucket. Bucks trail by 6. 18 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Clark, their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yes, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, they've made some outstanding plays, but way too many turnovers as well. Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
That's a huge play from Moncrief. Outstanding job coming through with a clutch shot.
Pistons leading by 4. From deep, Thomas. It's hauled in by Lanier. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Moncrief. Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Cressy dishes to Moncrief. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Lambier.
And that's the kind of shot that will get you called out in the film session. Horrible attempt. He needs to focus on taking much better attempts.
Off the inbound pass. That's good from Thomas on the assist from Cliff Livingston. And the Pistons lead by 6.
What a big-time shot from a big-time leader. Thomas coming up huge there.
Here's Moncrief. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Beating you with pure effort level, Moncrief wasn't going to let anyone stop him.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
You never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're trying to build on your lead.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, it looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
I think they've simply run out of time. Not enough time left for them to get all the way back.
Yeah, hard pressed to come back at this point.
Right side, Thomas gets a very good look and converts. Thomas got the lead up to 10 now for Detroit.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Here's Trapuka. Fires the 3. No good. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Fueled by the energy in this arena, they were able, Clark, to take control of this one.
Yep, you always want to show out in front of the home crowd, and they did not disappoint.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For our reporter, David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.